let's talk about your interests. What are you really interested in?
Interest.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
of course.
Um, I I like shopping.
Yeah,
Cooking.
yeah,
Yes.
of
Uh,
course.
must, um, just like that.
Okay, just like that.
Yeah.
So, this session we're going to talk about interest, but let me share the screen so that you can see the board. Okay, and now, actually, there are some ways to express, our interest. For example, we can say, I like. Okay, it's normal, it's common, but there are different ways. So we're going to learn them. For example, the first one, I'm interested in, I'm interested in, for example, reading books. I'm interested in reading books. Okay, so the first one instead of I like. And the second one, that is, I think it's better, I think it's better than the first one. I'm into, I'm into cooking. I'm into cooking. I'm
Into.
into reading. I'm into, for example, music. You can use maybe a noun, or if you want, you can use gerund or ing form of verb. I'm into cooking. I'm into books. I'm into music. Okay. And I can say another word or another phrase. I'm really into, or I'm big into, or super into. So you can use all of them. I'm really into, I'm big into, I'm super into. And after that, actually, this phrase can be followed by maybe a verb or a noun, no matter. And you can say, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of, for example, music. I'm a big fan of cooking. So just pay attention when we have preposition, after preposition like of. If you're gonna make and if you want to put a verb, you need to put ing or gerund. Okay, I'm big fan of cooking. Okay, so instead of I like, we can use these phrases. Okay. Well, now let's make some sentences using these phrases and the phrases that we learned. So, chat with friends. Make a sentence.
Just with friends. Uh, I'm uh, interest in chatting with friends.
Yeah, I'm interested in chatting with friends.
Chatting with
Of
friends.
course, you can use the negative form as well. Like, I'm not interested in. Not interested in chatting with friends. I'm not into cooking. So I'm not into, for example, cooking. I'm not into reading. I'm not into books. I'm not, for example, I'm not a big fan of, for example, cooking. I'm not a fan of cooking, so it means I don't like. And so you can use the negative form of these phrases to express that you're not interested in something. Okay?
Okay.
Well, listen to music, make a sentence.
Mm, I'm really I'm really into listening to music. Listen to music, right?
Okay, okay,
Listen
listening.
to
Yeah,
listening or listen or listen.
Okay, I'm really into listening to music. I'm really
Listening to.
into, okay. And the next one, books, magazines, or newspapers.
Um, I'm not interested in read, reading a book.
Yeah.
In reading, right? Reading.
You say again? I couldn't hear you clearly. Would you say again?
um, I'm not interested in reading books.
Okay, very good. Of course, I'm not interested in reading books. Or what about magazines or newspapers? Are you interested in reading magazines or newspaper? What
Um,
about, do you like magazine?
yeah, yes.
Okay, so
Uh, I'm
magazine or newspaper?
magazine,
Magazines.
magazines.
Yeah, of course. Very good. Surf the internet means search. Surf the internet. So make a sentence.
Mm, I'm I'm big into surfing the internet.
Yeah, of course. All of us. The first thing that we check when we
Yeah.
open our eyes is
Yes.
our cell phones. Okay, play sports. Are you interested in playing sports?
No. No, I'm not.
Why not?
Ah, hmm. Ah,
So, of course, if you want to
um,
choose a sport, which one can be your favorite, maybe?
I'm not into playing sport.
Why not? Okay. So,
I don't
okay,
know.
so are you interested in watching, watching sport on TV?
No, I don't
No,
like. I don't
you're
like.
not.
Yeah,
Of
I'm not.
Okay. Go shopping.
Yes.
I am a big fan of shopping.
I'm a big fan of shopping.
Of course, of course. So am I.
Yes.
Well, as you can see, we'll learn some phrases that we can use to talk about, I don't know, our interest maybe, chatting with friends, listening to music, reading books. And as I told you, you can use all these phrases to talk about your interest, okay? But pay attention. If you put a noun, it's okay. If you're going to use a verb, you need to use gerund or ing form of the verb after preposition. And this preposition can be of, about, into, on, okay, any preposition. We have ing form of the verb, of course, except to. Well, okay, we have some verbs like, hate, and for example, enjoy. Okay, these verbs can be followed by another verbs. Okay, but if we have like and another verb, or hate or enjoy, okay, they should be followed by gerund or ing. Or, but let me say something about this. Of course, we can use, you know, infinitive with to after like. I like to go, I like to play. So you hear, it's okay. But there is a difference between I like to go and I like going. Okay? And so there is a difference. And of course, there actually the same rule applies for hate. I hate, but hate should be followed by gerund. I hate, for example, eating fast food. I'm into something, as I told you, a noun. So you can say a noun. You're into books. You're into music. You can say something like this. Now, I want you to make some sentences using like, hate, or I don't know, into. Let's
Make a
get started.
sentence. Make a sentence.
Of course.
Well, yeah. Um, uh, I I like I like I like to cooking a nice meal.
Okay, so just I like to cooking. I can't definitely can't use to and ing, to going, to go, to cook. Okay, if you want to use gerund, just gerund without to. I like cooking or I like to cook.
Mm, yes. I like cooking a nice meal.
Of course,
Mhm.
very good.
I'm into surfing the internet.
Yeah, very
Mm,
good.
mm. I'm not interested in playing computer games.
I'm not interested in, okay?
I'm not interested in playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing computer games.
Okay,
Mm,
very good.
I'm not into watching DVD.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Excellent, very good. Okay. Well, we have a listening section. Listen and match the sentences. What do they like and don't like about their hobbies? So let me play this. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, just, well,
Page 12. Activity 1. Part C. Listen again. What do they like about their hobbies? What don't they like? Match the sentences. 1. Claudia.
So, do you get much free time, Claudia?
Free time? Not really. But when I do, I really like to read.
Oh, read?
Yeah, I like all kinds of books. I read in the evening after dinner and in bed. See, reading is good because it doesn't cost much, and I can borrow books for free from friends or from the library, or buy paperbacks, which are, pretty cheap. I love reading, but there's just one problem.
What's that?
It makes me sleepy. I sometimes fall asleep while I'm reading.
Oh.
okay.
2.
Two.
Brian.
And how about you, Brian? Do you have any hobbies?
Well, in my free time, I enjoy cooking.
Ooh, cooking?
Yeah, I love to spend time in the kitchen preparing meals.
Huh. Cooking is pretty creative, isn't it?
Creative? Oh, yes. I like to try new ideas when I'm cooking. The only problem is, time. I hardly ever have enough time.
Oh, does it take a lot of time to cook well?
Yes, it does. It takes a lot of time to cook a really good meal.
I see.
3. Linda.
Okay, Linda, what's your hobby?
Well, it's pretty unusual.
Oh, well, come on, tell me.
I like doing magic tricks.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, my grandfather did magic tricks, and I learned a lot of tricks from him. It's really fun, and it's a good way to meet people. On weekends, I often give shows at kids' birthday parties.
Oh, that's fantastic. It sounds wonderful.
Yes, I love it. Most of the time. But sometimes it's boring to do the same tricks over and over. Well, that's why I'm always trying to learn new tricks.
Well, I'd love to see your show one of these days.
4.
Okay,
Evan.
four.
So, Evan, do you have a hobby?
Yes, actually I do. And my hobby is extremely relaxing.
Really? Well, what do you do?
I like to fish.
Huh, you like fishing.
Oh yeah. On weekends I go to the river and well, I try to catch some fish.
You try? Do you catch many?
Well, no, not really. But it's great to sit outdoors in the fresh air, you know?
Yeah, sounds nice.
But
But,
it's an expensive hobby. I mean, you need good equipment, and good fishing equipment is, well, expensive.
I see. Well, thanks, Evan.
Can I ask you one moment, please? Someone, just one moment.
Okay.
Okay, well, so let's match them. The first one.
Reading doesn't. All right. Doesn't cost much, but it. Mm, Reading doesn't cost much.
Of course, you don't need to pay for reading. Of course, it doesn't cost much. You only have a book and you can read, so you don't need to pay money. Doesn't cost much. And second,
Cooking is creative. Creative.
Of
Number three.
course, creative.
Uh,
And doing
do,
magic tricks.
doing magic tricks
I don't know,
sometimes
using
boring.
cards. Yeah, of course. And the last
Fish,
one,
fishing
fishing.
is relaxing.
Yeah, of course. It's relaxing, really. I can't.
Of
It's
course.
boring.
Relaxing.
You need to wait for a long time
Yes. I
to
think it's
get
boring.
one fish. I can't. I definitely can. Okay, well, we have a dialogue here. Let's read the dialogue together and, of course, try to practice this, the conversation. So, okay, do you want to be Robin or Emma?
I'm Emma.
Okay, so I'm Robin. Okay, it's okay. Emma, what do you like doing at the weekend?
At the weekend, I like playing badminton or swimming with my friends. I'm really into sports. What about you?
I like reading. I go to a coffee shop and read some good books every Sunday morning.
Do you often go there with friends?
No, Emma, I like reading in a quiet place, so I don't really want all the people around me.
Oh, I see. I only go out with my friends. The more the merrier.
Merrier, yeah, of course. Okay, let me.
Merrier.
Okay,
What's that
yeah.
mean?
What?
Merrier.
Okay,
Merrier.
merrier. Actually, this is merry, okay? Merry, let me write here. And this is, comparative adjective of merry. So this is merry. And, for example, in Christmas, we say Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Of course, merry means cheerful. Cheerful, or for example, yeah, happy, gloomy. Okay, so this is an adjective. Merry means cheerful, that is happy, very happy. Yeah, and merrier is comparative adjective of merry. For example, when you say Merry Christmas, it means Happy Christmas. So they're the same.
Okay.
Okay, well, and let me show you something. As you can see, we have what do you like doing? As we talked after, like we have ing form of the verb at the weekend. Or, of course, you may hear on the weekend, but never in the weekend. So we don't have in the weekend, on or at at is weather alternative. And now I have the verb I like at the beginning of sentence that actually is followed by ing from a play. I like playing badminton. Now I'm gonna add the other word like swing. The other verbs should follow the same rules. So if the first one is in ing, the second one should be gerund, the third one should be gerund. So I like playing badminton, swimming, eating, okay? So all of them should be gerund, okay, or ing. Get it?
Yes.
Great, very good. Okay, now let me ask you about, the hobbies on part B. Which one is maybe the most interesting, you think? I don't know, fishing, reading, cooking, listening to music. Which one can be more interesting? No, no. No, no, no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The most interesting,
Yeah, the most interesting.
me.
Yeah, of course, for
Uh,
you.
Most interesting. Hmm. Uh, the most I like cooking.
Of course, you're
Yeah.
you're into it. You're a big fan of
Big
cooking.
fan of
So you,
cooking.
you should be a very good and expert cook. Yeah, yeah. Of course, you should cook lots of delicious meals, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We have this word in my free time. The other phrase instead of free time is spare time. Spare time, you may hear this word. In my spare time, I like watching TV and playing games on my phone. On my phone, not in. Okay, so say on. My wife likes cooking and my children, they always like playing soccer in the free time or spare time. My friends and I like drinking beer together when we have a free evening. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have the verb like for, different subjects or subject pronouns. I or they. And of course, we only need to add s for third person. For example, she or he or it, we need to add s. Well, now, is there anything you hate doing? Why?
Mm, I think I'm not into going fishing because it's boring.
Just fishing. I'm not into fishing. I know that's enough. I'm not into fishing, of course. That's really boring. Yeah, of course, we have here, I'm not into going fishing. Just let me say something. When we have a noun like fishing, we don't, of course, it's correct. But it's, I don't know, it's not really common to say going fishing, just fishing. I'm not into fishing. It's better to say only the word. For example, I don't like going shopping. Why going shopping? Just shopping. I don't like shopping because shop is a verb. And so we can say I don't like shopping, at all because I think it wastes a lot of time and money. No, definitely not. Okay. Well, so what hobbies are popular in Vietnam? Tell me.
I think surf the internet is very popular in Vietnam.
All around the world. All
Yeah.
around. It's very popular, very common. And let me ask you about swimming. Is swimming popular in Vietnam?
I think in the north of Vietnam.
Yeah,
In the north of Vietnam.
north of
Yeah,
Vietnam.
north.
North of Vietnam. Yeah, I got. So okay, so because north of Vietnam is surrounded by the sea.
Uh, yes, Việt Nam thì uh, have a sea. Um,
Different
uh,
beaches.
yeah, I don't know how to say that.
What is
uh, um, like a line of sea so
yeah,
long like that.
yeah, I got it. So don't you have the sea in the south of Vietnam? Because you said north of Vietnam, so don't you have sea or beaches in the south of Vietnam?
Oh, I think no,
No.
no,
Yeah. So
not
I
like
think you
that.
have mountain. I think you have mountain in south and sea in north of Vietnam, I think.
No, in south they have a mountain.
Yeah.
It's near the Chinese.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Near
Mm-hmm.
China, you have
Yeah.
mountain in the south of Vietnam. I got it.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, so we'll learn talking about in rest using some phrases like or do all the phrases that we can use. And now I want you to write something about maybe your I don't know, your children, your daughter, okay? Someone's interest, not yourself. Okay, for example, my daughter is really into music and some because. So try to write maybe one or two paragraph is enough, okay? You're using these phrases, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions, any issues related to this story?
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Don't forget study and try to use them. That's really important. And okay, have a really good night. Night, of course, it's your night.
Yes.
7:30. So have a really good night and see you
And
next
have a good
session.
day,
Thank
teacher. Bye
you. Thank
bye.
you. Bye. Goodbye.